Right, here we are. Right, what have I put I did have them. Hang on a minute. There they are. So this is day one on these beauties. Look, right, you couldn't make this up, right? Other than you couldn't make anything up. That's why they call it making it up. Right? Have you ever thought that? But I put this t-shirt and this hat on before I took it. God, they're fiddly. Ooh, yep. And look. It's me. It's me in pill form. Hi, I'm Mike Radio Teeth. With the teeth just right for radio. What was I going to go on about? I'm going to use him for Road Rage. I'm going to use that radio station for Road Rage. I'm going to commentate on Hang on a minute, darling. I just need to brake a little because this tosser has just pulled out in front of me. That's right. He's so good at pulling out in front of me. Keep it smooth. That does sort of work, actually. What is it, like setting an intention? Just sitting in the car and going, how do I want to drive today? Do I want to drive like a prick? Do I want to shout and scream, or do I just want to chill? And it's like literally set an intention and imagine it. I used to do it in my when I had the Jag. It had cruise control, and I was working in Basingstoke, and I found if I just got to literally 58, something like that, just press the button, and had some liquid drum and bass, and I used to have that on really quiet. It was like typical Jag driver. Typical fucking Jag driver. But it did help. It did help with the road rage. But yeah, pills. Something about those little pills and reels and pills they yield until I do feel a little bit high. And that makes me feel naughty. And I went through this before because it's like I've been on the other side of when people get talked about when they go on meds socially. I know what happens, and I know what people say, and I know there's lots of very scathing fucking opinions on it. And I also know, like I commented before, it's like as soon as I disclosed my ADHD at uni, every fucking single of my interpretations became solely due to my ADHD and not due to any actual valid opinion or anything. That's what I found. And then we've all got a paranoid head and we all make things worse than they are. And then I'm like, hang on, am I not allowed to enjoy it a little bit? Is this, right? Is this me feeling high, or is this me feeling normal? And because I'm a positive person, it expresses as exuberance. Have you ever considered that? That it might just not be a drug that's giving me a fake feeling of happiness. Because that's the way these pills are often interpreted, aren't they? But what if it's because I've spent so much time talking about how the midbrain, ADHD is a frontal cortex issue. This is where the executive functioning is, but it manifests so fundamentally in the midbrain chemistry, because that's where it's not being told to do what it's supposed to by the thing that's supposed to tell it what to do. That's why it's not working, and it affects the mood massively, and the extremes of behaviour. So what if everything was just all levelled out, and then I just get a baseline of chippity, because I am chippity. Is this just how I would normally be if I was just me? I think it is in a lot of the ways. But then I've got an overthinky head as well. So who wouldn't have an overthinky head thinking, oh my God, people are just going to think I'm high? Because I also know that I've got a very contentious fucking moot point. I haven't been diagnosed with a condition. I've been diagnosed with a discussion. Oh, fucking yes, I fucking have with ADHD. Let me fucking tell you, quite fucking frankly. And that's just one of them. That's just one of my diagnoses. But yeah, those sort of derogatory opinions on, oh yeah, he's just looking for fucking, medical fucking highs and la-di-da-di-da. And it's easy to see how you might think. This might be interesting to watch back and see how differently I present, actually. Like Richard Hammond, on Top Gear, when he's like, he takes that cocaine drink or whatever it is, and you see him, and his eyes are all bonkers, and he's got those glasses on. He's going, and when I was 7, we used to go over a humpback bridge. And he's like, oh, battery, I need to shove something up your ass. A minute. Just talk amongst yourselves for a moment, won't you? Get my very long cable out for just this sort of purpose. Get yourself a long fucking cable, and then you can just leave your phone plugged in, and it's like having not a cordless phone, but a very, very well corded phone that can go anywhere and charge on the move mid-episode. Yeah, so like, yeah, am I feeling high or am I just feeling normal? And it's really good actually. This morning is panning out just nicely because I spoke to my landlady. There's some laundry I've got to do, but she's just put a load on, so I've got to wait for that, which is cool because I can make this in the meantime, right? Then stick mine on, tidy my room, take it to the laundrette to tumble dry it, grab an egg butty, get back here for 10:30, probably by that time. I've got my wellness group at 2. I'm going at 2. I think I'm booked in for the morning on this session, but I've lost my thing with all the dates written on it at night, or I didn't put it in my calendar, and so I just didn't. I'm sorry. I'm useless. But it was a tiny group. It was a tiny fucking group. It's, in a little room with just 2 people, a support worker and a volunteer. They'll let me in. If not, I'll just have a chat to her, because that's the other thing that's quite. I didn't do my rebrief yesterday on the appointment. Was there's another course I'd not heard about. There's a 2-day course that you're not allowed to do the DBT. I'm looking forward to this DBT. It seems quite fucking complex. You've got to do the 2-day course before, so they're teaching you a lot of the techniques that they will use, and but possibly one of them is meditation, for instance, and meditation's the kind of thing that you can just talk to someone and start talking the basics of meditation, and then go, oh my god, I meditate every night, and it's simple, but it's difficult at first. I would say with meditation, there's a lot to sort of just slowly approach it and think about to do it properly, that sort of shit. And I haven't been able, that's been the delays, I haven't been able to be booked on that because apparently the lady that took it was on maternity leave. So someone had to be trained up to take her place, and that's what's happened apparently, and that's looming. That's looming. And so that's why I haven't had my DBT. And then he explained also that these wellness groups, he said, were literally just to bridge the gap, so you're having some input. You've got some available input. So that's cool. So then what I'm going to do is, in the time when I get back at, like, say, 10:30, 11, I've got 3 hours until I bowl up at the group, and it's only a 10-15 minute drive. In that couple of hours, I'm going to see if I can get one of my modules done. I'm going to go for one of the simplest looking modules. I've got 3 courses that are outstanding at the moment, which will help when I'm doing what I'm eventually doing, when I'm really getting into my spirituality. It will all aid that. It will be, my treatment room will have 6 or 7 certificates all up on the wall. And I've been to, places like that, and it does make it look more professional. It's like they've done a lot of training. And they're modules that some of them can be done in a couple of hours. I think they represent 10 hours study per module or something like that. But if you get your head in the game, so it's a really simple way of testing it. Because when I was on methylphenidate, because methylphenidate is an antidepressant, and this is an interesting point. How long have I got on? Maybe not. Well, let's try it. Stimulant and depression, like I've said before, when you talk in terms of neurology, stimulant means to increase activity, depression means to decrease activity, and it's nothing to do with mood necessarily. It can be to do with mood if it's stimulating or depressing activity. So the other ones are called an antidepressant rather than a stimulant, because they are reuptake inhibitors. So the depression is caused by the non-uptake. So what they're doing is treating the depression rather than stimulating, which is when it's on this side. That was actually another reason why I reshot the last video, because I was getting childish. I was talking about the things that spurt and the things that receive. I was talking about it squirting. I'm just giggling like a child. But yeah, so with a stimulant, that it just corrects the brain chemistry. And that's all that's fundamentally wrong, really, with me, is the mood's all over the place and can't be controlled because the chemistry is not being able to happen because the thing that organises that chemistry is wrong. So this drug targets this bit. And now this bit can start organising the rest of the fucking brain like it's supposed to. The executive functioning system is prefrontal cortex. That's where my main issue is. But it manifests in the midbrain because it controls the midbrain. It organises all of the brain, everything that it's doing, and all of the billions of, and I mean billions, of interactions that are happening. It's a fucking complex orgasm. It really is a very complex thing. Biological fucking phenomenon, miracle is what the brain is. It's cool as fucking shit. So there's no reason why I can't, you know, when I discussed with Dr. Bluepeter yesterday about keeping an eye on stuff, I said, you know, in terms of outcome measures, and he just sort of went, oh, there's no need for that. And what he meant was filling forms in and stuff. I went, no, I mean, there's some easy ones. There's some easy ones. When you're at a very basic level of looking after yourself type of function, then it's very simple. You know, my room can get incredibly messy within 20 minutes and then take me 3 hours to clean up. And I know it should take 10 minutes to clean up. That's simple. Did it take me 10 minutes to clean my room or not? Shit like that. So it should be easy to keep an eye on. I don't want to feel too good or high because I have been reading up a little bit and I didn't open any of it up. It's like, what shall I do if I get an Elvance crash, or Vyvanse crash? It was like, I don't want to look at crashing because I think with any medicine, they have to take into account what anyone says. And you do get some people who experience things really extremely and also might be manifesting resistance to the medication subconsciously. And so they say, oh, it made me feel this and it made me feel that. The help rejecting type of people, that is a thing that happens, is people are always trying to solve the problem, and every treatment that they're given, they go, oh, I can't do that because of this. Help rejecting complainers, I think they're classified as in one field. I've heard that term anyway. You know, you're a help rejecting complainer. There's probably a questionnaire that you fill in and you get an answer at the bottom. What are we doing? 12.5. Right, that'll probably do on this one. I might make another episode because I think there's some more shit I want to say about meds. There is some more shit I want to say about meds, so I'm going to make another video.